Good morning. Today's video is going to be a little bit different. Today I'm going to show you guys what a whole day is like from my perspective. And the next video will be what a whole day is like from Kaylee's perspective. So my days usually start off with a sunrise like this. While the guys inside are working on the plywood walls, I just need to finish connecting our solar panels. We had this kind of like half connected because I've been trying to get one of these waterproof electrical boxes. So we went a little overkill, but I think overkill is good. We have a waterproof electrical box and then we have waterproof connectors. And this is all just to connect these 3 solar panels together. So I generally start off my day by looking at the weather. As you guys know, the weather here is pretty extreme, both on the rainy side and on the windy side. And there's really only one way to tell the weather here, and that's by looking at the wind direction. So today, right now, we're getting a north wind. I know it's a little hard for you to see, but we have another hurricane that's just above us. So things are kind of weird. So I'm expecting a heavy rain today. And then the next thing, and maybe the most important for me, is I asked Kaylee to do my hair because I'm not capable of doing it myself.
Let me see, let me see.
She ties it back in this really tight knot.
It's called the bun. It's called the man bun, love.
Is this a man bun?
Yes.
Oh boy, I'm a soy boy now.
I guess you're
honey?
not. I guess you're not the top knot bun, you know.
Yeah.
And I walked in. She's so happy.
114.6. So today we're gonna be working on the walls. I don't think we're gonna get it completely done, but we should get it most of the way there. We are so looking forward to having this workshop in working order and moving in here. We've talked about this so much. And once the walls, we have to do the walls, we have to redo the floor, and then we're moving in basically right after that. Kaylee being so willing to basically do anything has made this project for me so much easier. And also just gives me a minute to like sit for a second and drink my... Honey, I'm trying to talk to the camera. I'm trying
to get stuff done.
But reality, I think the best thing about building this with Kaylee and having her be so involved is just how good it's gonna feel at the end. It's not gonna be like I built it, or she built it, or someone built it for us. We're literally doing the whole thing together. Well, our friend showed up just in time to watch us struggle with this piece of plywood. Sometimes things go so quick, and sometimes just putting in that one piece of wood or this one piece of plywood just takes hours. And we've been working on this piece for 2 or 3 hours now. It's just every time we try to make an adjustment, it's off by a 1/4 inch here or a 1/2 inch there. And we're trying to make it look perfect.
Better? Finally, yes, yeah. So much better.
Oh.
Ready?
And this is the face of defeat. We got one piece of plywood all morning.
Sometimes it's just one of those days, you know? And then
You guys want to know how Kake calls his dog? How do you say come, Kake? Bah.
And how did you get to that point of going, bah?
Because of, in Spanish we say vamos, that is come. And I started to say it to my dog like years ago, like vamos. And then you get lazy to talk, to speak, and vamos, va, va. It was like shaping, va, va. And one day it was chipa, ba.
Our night routine recently has been watching this show called Alone. And if you guys don't know what it is, it's a lot about bushcrafting. We've been loving it so much, and something that we're also equally loving is Surfshark, because Surfshark allows us to watch this show. And the reason we use Surfshark every single day is because here in Panama, we can't do a lot of things that we would have done back in the States. So like Hulu, I'm on my computer right now, and if I go to Hulu, you'll see it says it's not available in this region. I can't go to Hulu in Panama. But here's a little hack for you. If I go to Surfshark, and I open it up and I connect to one of the United States servers, Hulu actually thinks I'm in the United States. It doesn't know I'm in Panama because Surfshark is basically a middleman. And that middleman not only allows me to watch Hulu, it allows me to watch stuff on Netflix, it allows me to do all the same things on the internet that I would do from the United States. If you guys aren't currently using a VPN, I highly, highly recommend it. It's just great security to have. You throw it on, you let it run in the background. And Surfshark actually has a deal going on right now for people who watch this channel. If you use our discount code down in the description, Nomadic, you'll get 84% off and 4 extra months for free. Well, just as I expected, it's absolutely pouring outside right now. And I'm working on something that I've never really done before. I've never really ran AC electrical before. All of the work I've done is DC before, which was in our bus. And when you're doing something you've never done before, you're bound to make mistakes. That was stupid. There are many, many, many times when something will hold us up for a good portion of the day. Something that should take a matter of minutes and ends up taking us hours and hours. And that's kind of what that plywood was for us today. It just took up the whole day. And when stuff like that happens, it usually turns into long nights for me because I just want to accomplish more. I like getting a lot of stuff done over the course of the day. So tonight, I'm working on the electrical. I just started laying all the conduit and running the conduit, and what I'm hoping is that by the end of the night tonight, we can have a switch control the lights. Right now we just have this extension cord that's attached to the lights up there. So I'd love to get a switch in and then get some wires run up there. I came really, really close. I got it all the way over to here. And I just need to get it over to there. But here's a little electrical tour. We have 2 outlets. This is actually gonna be sealed off. There's gonna be a wall here. So we have 2 outlets in our utility electrical closet. Every section of wall will have 3 outlets. So we have 3 here. Right now there's only 2 over there, but there will be 3. And then each wall will have 3. I'm working on running the electricity up for lighting. So we're gonna have lights here and here. And that's gonna be for our workshop lighting. There's gonna be a table here. And then we need to get the wires up there to these lights. I was hoping to get the switch installed for these lights, but I'm missing a few materials, and mostly I'm just beat, I'm exhausted, and I still have some cleaning up to do in here. Hot shower is still just as great this time as it was the first time. But the only thing that is making it, I guess, feel a little not as good is Kaylee and I decided we're not gonna go home for the holidays. We've been looking forward to this. We've kept rescheduling this trip to go back home. We're planning on going for 6 weeks, spending a bunch of holidays with our family. and we kind of came to the conclusion that it's just not the best idea right now with just the current situation in both Panama and the United States. And I think that we both kind of have different ways that we got to the conclusion, but for me, it was I didn't think I had enough self-discipline or like strength to not hug my family and to quarantine myself for the proper amount of days. People are saying now 5 or 6 days, and then get a test. And that's kind of how I got there. Is I just didn't really trust myself, and the last thing that I wanted to do was be a harm to any of my family, especially going in an airport and traveling and doing all that stuff. So.
And that's just the way the cookie crumbles sometimes, you know? As poopy as it is, all of us are facing this reality, and we just got to make the best of where we're at.
So we're going to stay here for now. I think we learned our lesson that we should have gone home like the second the border opened.
Yeah.
Back in October. So we're just going to be ready, and the second the border opens, we're going back and seeing our family. So this is where we're going to let you guys go. Thanks for coming along. Thanks for coming on a little day of my journey. And
next one's going to be my journey.
See you next time.